gang. So I'm trying a different microphone rather than just the phone. I wonder how this is. If anyone jumps on, I cannot wait to know if you guys hear me or not. I have a little lav mic clip on. Perhaps it's better than just the regular. Who knows? So gang, we still got our Fresh Eyes just launched from our brand. This is the first of this new bottle. It's much better than our other serum bottles. I know, but probably by February, which is next month sometime, we shall have all of them in these really rad, very nice bottles. Hey guys, can you hear me? I have this lav mic that I'm thinking might be better than, is this better? Testing the lav mic, or is this better? This is no mic and just my phone. Is there any difference? Anybody? No mic right now at the moment. And then the lav mic. First one, okay. Thank you. Great, thank you very much, because there's a lot of sounds. There's like, for some reason people like to race car around in Hollywood because they're cool, I guess. Must be that. So guys, I finally also brought some of the nootropics, the brain, what are they called? Formulas that I have been taking. Maybe they're working. I can't even remember the word. So these nootropics. This one, alpha GPC. That's and uridine. So it's 30 milligrams uridine, and the GPC at 600 milligrams, which I think they work together. Thank you, Leslie. And I brought this one too that you were talking about last week. Huperzine A. And there's two different types of huperzine. This is the one you want. This is the one where all the studies have been linked to how it helps with the acetylcholine in your brain. And it's pretty cool. This one, anyways, people often don't just take this continually. They cycle it because of the half-life. I really need to do a video on this. This is very cool. You take it? Do you feel any difference in your brain stamina, Leslie? Pretty neat. I got a bunch of stuff from Doublewood because they have, hopefully, yeah. Well, it has a lot of helping for cognitive decline, and it just really helps prevent, like it helps with Alzheimer's. I guess if you have a family member with Alzheimer's or some sort of brain thing, or if you had COVID, actually, might be a good thing to try because COVID has such an effect. Oh yes, fisetin. I'm getting some liposomal fisetin pretty soon, which I'm excited about. A little parched. Let's have a sip of more moringa, matcha, machinga, whatever. Tudka, what's the other one? Phosphatidylserine. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but this one also helps with the brain. It's like with the lining of the brain, supports mental processing speed. There's so many nootropics that they have. The new eye serum, you did, Susie! I can't wait for you to try it as well. The delightful scent. I really like the smell of just that blueberry oil. Organic blueberry oil. It's very potent. And guys, so I also brought where is it? Your friend who had been complaining of brain fog. Probably not exactly, Mom. So I just listened to an NPR podcast. I love NPR podcasts. They're really great. It was called Shortwave. It's kind of a science podcast, but this one was talking about, if you guys want to look it up, in wherever you get your podcasts, it was talking about, yes, what did Leslie say? Oh dear. Susie, can't wait to see what you like. And I can't wait till all of our serums in these cooler bottles. It affects the brain. They don't even know why COVID is affecting the brain, but a lot of people are having this, like, I can't quite process for at least a little while. And I guess some people are just not experiencing a recovery from that brain fog, which would really suck. But one thing they were saying is they're worried about how the COVID might affect Alzheimer's down the line. Like if you might be more susceptible to Alzheimer's because of having contracted COVID. I don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. My Deminuage. It's the blood vessels. Yeah, exactly. The blood vessels in the brain. And like, I was talking to a radiologist the other day. He was talking about x-rays to the lungs and just the various scar tissue and kind of sinews. That's just the interstitial tissues. It's just affecting the blood vessels. So yeah, it's blood vessels. You're right. Yeah, probably that too. Yeah, not enough oxygen to the brain. Of course, it affects your brain. Did you guys want to see? My under eye area is lightening from the serum and looks much better. I need all the help. Darling, you're beautiful. Thank you, Leslie. Awesome. That's great. I didn't think we featured your review, so thank you guys. Yes, it's most advanced serum yet with our combination of the fancy ingredients. I want to say it right. The hesperidine methyl chalcone. I just call it HMC. But this coupled with the creatine and the N-hydroxysuccinimate, those all coupled together have a very nice brightening effect. Fabulous. And then of course the peptides and the other amazingness. Thanks guys. So also the Deminuage. So you guys, this is the Deminuage that I will make a video of this as well because it is interesting. I think Rachel told me about this. So it's very similar. I know, Leslie, spread it all over your body. I know, you want a big vat? Should we get a big, huge jug of this? I mean, that would be great, wouldn't it? Well, it would be very expensive to make. I just want to jump in a big vat as well. It would be awesome to have a body lotion with that beautiful blueberry seed oil base. Yes, that would be delicious. I agree. If you guys were checking out the Deminuage, I'm sure you guys have been seeing videos. I see like an ad on every video now on YouTube. They are. I agree with you. So this one, I'm into it. So this one clicks in. It's very similar to the Dr. Pen. Defo. Agreed, Leslie. Off topic, but your facial oil is the only oil I've used that doesn't break me out. Really? The idea with the other oils break me out? Oh, a skin type or something? Well, you know what you can do? And we specifically formulated it so there's no comedogenic oils. But you can Google comedogenic like rating of various oils. Like you can look up olive oil or coconut oil is very comedogenic. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Where it clogs pores easily or easier. So I actually stopped. I use it on my body still, but I have a lighter oil also that a friend of mine whose skincare line, she's dissolved. Do you like this better than the Dr. Pen? They're different. I don't know. I was kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work. I mean, I think if you have the Dr. Pen and they also have a nano, different from micro needle. They're all micro needling, but the nano needle with this one, I think it's similar to the Dr. Pen. So if you already have a Dr. Pen, I don't think you need the Deminuage. But I was surprised at how much the nano needle. Well, this one I think is a little cheaper. I think so. I can't really. I mean, the Dr. Pen sometimes you can get it cheaper. I know. Thank you, Susie. Yes, look up the comedogenic rating, and we have none of the comedogenic oils on purpose. Comedogenic. Yes, I believe. Oh no, spelling bee. Comedogenic. 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 So with the Dr. Pen, some of the Dr. Pen models, you can interchange Thank you. Listening. It's hard. You can interchange the heads for the longer ones and the smaller ones. Da, da, da. So if you have interest in the bigger needles, sometimes maybe you want to have one. Maybe you want to interchange. Now these, it's more for daily use. This is the daily one, and they have one that's a little more intense for the. That's the booster, they call it. But I think dermaneedling your face every day with a longer 0.5 or longer will be a little intense. I know some people do it, and I'm like, okay. They're like, it's amazing results. And maybe they ramped it up to it, and I'm not sure. But this one is daily use, and it sounds crazy to me too. But to each his own, everybody. But this one, see, I had a pimple right here. So I think my Chinese herbs are, working hormonally. I don't know. I'm getting a little more hormonal, which I haven't had hormonal anything on my face in a while. So this, I do think, helped the scarring. The microneedling, it keeps growing and changing just one session. Yeah, I think so too. Like there's a whole cycle with your collagen synthesis that's about a month. So if you're doing longer than 1.5, maybe you don't need to do more than a month. But for daily use, this one was exfoliating. I do think it helped it heal. Like it was in one of those like awkward, like red, irritated. Yeah, once a month. Yeah. But this one, because they're nano needling, you can do more often. And I do think it helped. And I was doing it on my neck too. But I think I should have changed to another one because I have a little bump on my spot. But it actually had an effect along my neck wrinkle here, my necklace line, I mean, that that was surprising. Like it actually, like whenever I dermaneedle this, it takes so long to I have to be like this, really stretch my neck, which I want to do anyways, because I kind of like this, and it makes the wrinkle. So I have to be long and stately, like a ballerina, with my sleeve on. And then it won't, but inevitably I start slouching and making that wrinkle, and so it gets irritated from the skin rubbing together. So any longer than the nano needle is kind of hard to recoup from, basically. And this, I was like, I'll try it. I doubt it's going to do anything with the nano needle, and it actually had an effect. I do think it helped, and it wasn't as irritating. But I saw that it was irritating enough that it was doing something. Like there was red, a little bit the next day, which I was like, this isn't doing anything, but I'll try it. And because I think I should have changed it out. So I got a little bit of a clogged pore that you probably can't see, but I also was using the plush afterwards, so that might have been helping the exfoliation, because a lot of the Deminuage, you can nano needle the 0.25 or smaller, the skin, and then so your serums will penetrate better. So that might have been helping, because I was using the retinol afterwards as well, but it was a lot of exfoliation around here, like more than usual, which was interesting. Decolletage was so sensitive, and any extreme treatments takes a week for rash. Yes, I feel you. Yeah, that makes sense. So the nano needle perhaps might work better. I mean, maybe you could try with I know there's derma stamps. I wonder if there's a nano stamp. It's so small. It feels like so teeny. You can kind of see them, but you can't feel them on your skin. Just like if you poke it. But after doing your whole face, how I kind of sometimes feel the next day oh yeah, there's still some holes in there. Nano needle plus nourishment is partly the point to get the great ingredients. Yes. I know it's a bit of a topic, but do you have a mineral if you like? What subject do you? Danielle. I should just do a video on this, because people ask a lot of times. I use my Shell sunscreen. It's a bit drying. So I also was trying lately the Ilia, if you like more, but that one's a little too gooey and moist. It's not sticky, but it feels like, oh, this is you know, there's something in sunscreen that's really annoying, is that film. Like you're just like, ugh. And this doesn't have it, Ilia, but it has like hyaluronic acid, and it's more moisturizing, and it's like a serum, you know. And I like Ilia, the brand, because they have the same non-toxic preservative systems that we use as well. I've been hearing good things about that one. Sure, darling. But if you like a more drying, like the Michelle, I use as well. And so I was kind of mixing it because it was just a little too dewy. I like the dewy look, you know. That's what, see? This is from the Luster, but it was just kind of a little too much for me. So I kind of mixed in the Michelle, which is a high percentage of the zinc, and that is like a more of a effect. So it depends on what you like. I also hear good things about if you can mix them. Yeah, I mean, I mix a lot of them because I actually mix 2 colors in the Michelle. Danielle, thank you, darling. Goodfacestuff.com. It's the brand. I use CeraVe tinted hydrated skin, but it does have nasties in it. Yes. Like, I don't like, I mean, it's better, I think it's a little better than Cetaphil, the CeraVe, but yes. There's some good tinted sunscreens out there, if you don't mind the more, like, petroleum stuff in there. But Ilia is great, and then there was another, what is the other one? There's another one. There was something that somebody, it's a oh God, I can't remember it. But I don't like it as much as Ilia. But it's another brand that actually somebody told us about on this live. The ceramides and niacinamide. It had ceramides, yes, that's the one thing with CeraVe. I did try another ceramide based, a little more natural than CeraVe. What was it called? It was another brand. I just didn't like it as much. Yes, hats. Can't swim with a hat, but sun gloves. I totally have sun glove. You know, that's the main thing. It's like driving around is all this. Ulta MD. Yes, that's right. People are really into the Ulta MD as well. And the Ulta MD and the, what was it? Darn it. I have to remember the other name. Thank you. I've worked on it. And this is a lot of the, I think I mixed a little aloe in. Aloe vera, just aloe vera from the, that's mixed in. It's not really aloe like this, not straight up real aloe. It's the aloe you get like from the drugstore. But that's pretty good. What was it called? It wasn't Super Goop, which is not a fan of it. Take it down. Okay. I'm definitely due for a cut, probably. There we go. Sometimes it feels like, because it's a little longer, it weighs it down, but I tried to voluminize it. Thank you, Leslie. It's a lot of hair gel, but I mixed in the aloe, and it seems to like make it a little less crunchy. I mean, it's gonna come out soon. So this was today, and then thank you, Pompey. Leslie, thank you very much. Stop. Yeah, it feels very goddessy right now, but then it's gonna just, see, it's already at the end there. It's already coming out. Like, it won't stay this way. It'll foof out tomorrow. I can't, you know, the curly girl where they do the second day or the revive the curl. I think my hair's just not curly enough to actually have that. Yes, the mermaid cut is my favorite. Totally. Rapunzel. Yeah, the mermaid cut is, I can't even believe it's just still the straight aloe gel, which is mainly like some gelling agent. It's not really mostly aloe from the drugstore, just like aloe vera. You know, sometimes they tint it green, but it's the other aloe, it's very gel-like. That's great hair gel. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to find this sunscreen. I can't remember it, you guys. I'll just have to bring it some other time. But there's another kind of naturally sunscreen, and there's a CC cream that I got a color. I don't like it as much. Ilia, Just Elia and Michelle, that's what I recommend. Yes. Yeah, guys. So any nootropics you guys are taking? Spiridine. Thank you. What am I wearing today? Let's see. Oh, I am wearing Rush. I like Rush, just light. I think Rush is my favorite lately. Not only because I have a lot of black clothes, but it's just like you can make a light. Oh, the sunscreen. Oh, my chalet. But that was a while ago. I didn't really want to wear that because I want to show you my pimple. So I didn't really do much, but it's not that bad. So I don't really have, I mostly have on my forehead, my shell. Or my chalet. I think it's my shell. I mainly have the luster on. I have the LUX Nourishing Beauty Oil, and then the luster. And then I put a little powder on my brows, luster of rosé on the eyebrows, on the eyelids, and then along here, and it just makes a nice natural look. And then I put the Elia mascara on, which is my favorite. It smells rosy, similar to 100% Pure, and I just like their brush better. It's like, it's not like with the other, with 100% Pure, you know, the traditional just eyebrow spoolie or lash. You have to like scrape off all the excess. But the one from Elia, it's like it's more like a comb, and of several combs, and I don't have to. It looks fresh and healthy. Yes, I don't have to take off the excess as much. So I love the comb, and it smells that rosy smell as well, and it has luicidol liquid as its preservative system. Yeah. I just cannot remember the other name. But I just buy it, my shell. I just always go back to that one. Yeah, gang. Any other nootropics discussions, you guys? Anybody ever tried this one? The main one that people take are alpha GPC, and this one has the alpha GPC and the uridine together. Will I list all the vitamins that I'm taking right now? This one. Where can I buy that? Elia. ILIA. IL. Is it 2 L's? I've actually seen them. Yeah, ILIA. I think it's ILIA. Yeah. Just go to Ilia Beauty, and they have eye mascara. And I like they have little ones, and I got a few of the little ones that way, you know. Thank you, Danielle. It did work. It was helpful. That way, you know, when if I get a big one and there's a lot left in it and it gets clumpy, it's kind of a bummer. So I got just a little bit of the smaller ones. So that's what I recommend. And shall I list? Yes. So I'll list these ones, this one, and the double wood. They have so many nootropics at this place. I want to try them all. And I don't know if I want to feel the difference, but this one I'm not, experiencing any different either. It's phosphatidyled serene, but I'll list these. Yes, Leslie, after we finish this in the live. And there's this other one. No, it's just mascara. I ran out the end of the last month and noticed the difference when ooh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, NMN. I'm still taking the Alive by Nature or Science. I can't remember which one they're moving towards, but I'm getting more of their products. I'm going to try them out. So this is another one, nootropic, that I tried, but it's for lucid dreaming specifically. And I have so much of this left that I haven't really tried this. Apparently, his Spiridine, Huperzine A, if you take enough, you get lucid dreams as well. But this one, it's kind of like, I put it by my bed so that I'm trying to remember if I'm in the middle of the night trying to try, that I would take one. Or you could try it at night. I think it did work, actually. We just have more vivid dreams, support dream clarity and length, supports memory and recall, and it may cause lucid dreaming. Maybe. Just the clarity, I can say, yes, it worked. And length. So I'll list these, you guys. And no, Illy was not a serum. It's just a nice mascara that I like. That isn't like irritating, or probably is better for your lashes, I think. I'm trying to do the castor oil. I'm doing the castor oil often. And I just have very little hair. You've been using serums and water-based creams. After 2 hours, they just get greasy and scrambly. I don't know if you're explaining well. And so you're wondering, say again, darling? You might try using less, if I'm understanding you well. Like using less. Like I always use like a moist face. Does it help have a deeper sleep? I don't know if it has a deeper sleep. I'm not sure if it's an every night thing. Hi, Riri. Galantamine. It's galantamine hydrobromide. If you galantamine. Like Google galantamine, galantamine and lucid dreaming. And it says take 1 to 2 tablets per day with morning, afternoon meals, or as directed by your physician. But from what I was going through, is used to increase the vividness of dreams, to assist with induction of lucid dreaming. Wow. But it's, you know, it's used with the proper lucid dreaming induction technique. You know, like I know there's one where you like throughout the day, when you look at your hand, try and remember to think, oh, am I dreaming? And like look around. And so then you're kind of training your mind to do that. And then when you're dreaming, at some point you'll be like, look at your hand and you'll be like, oh, I'm dreaming. And you'll be able to like fly suddenly or do whatever you want. I just heard it was amazing to chew an organic Ceylon cinnamon stick. So I'm going to try it. Take cinnamon to induce lucid dreaming. Ceylon cinnamon. It's Ceylon, right? Is it Ceylon? No! I mean, cinnamon sticks are delicious. I love cinnamon sticks. I just put some cinnamon. I used to put it in my coffee, and I put it in my matcha. But I don't know why that would induce your lucid dreams. Oh, your metabolism. Yes, I've heard that as well. It's Wendy! Yeah, that's supposed to be good, especially with caffeine. When you're taking caffeine, it helps your body. That too. But it helps your blood sugar, I think, stabilize. So that's great. It's supposed to help digest sugars. Yes. Never experienced lucid dreaming. I think you could train to do it, Riri. It is definitely a process and takes some persistence. I remember trying to do it like maybe when I was a teenager or like my early 20s, and it worked. I was like training my mind to do it. But you can. Yeah, you definitely can. Yes, guys. Thank you, darlings. Wrapping it up. What is there used to drink? You did? I mean, it's very satisfying. I feel like when you wake up and when you had like a dream, even when lately, even if I just remember what was happening in the dream and I just try and voice it as quickly as possible, it's just satisfying to be like, oh, I must be processing something. I think it's good. So with the idea of lucid dreaming, not only is it like, wow, that was so cool and interesting, but you can like process things better that you're trying to work through in your world. Happy I didn't get in the middle of the night to go to the... Yes! What's powder? I wonder what you mean. You mean like glutathione, perhaps? I think DIM, D-I-M, if you're talking about supplements, is really good. MSM, maybe. I mean, it might have an effect. DMAE, that's what it is. DMAE. And I remember having total lucid dreams when I was taking that internally. DMAE. I got to get more of that. That's very good stuff. Just getting deep sleep is so healing for everything. It's true. And like more and more studies are saying that sleep's more important than, yeah. I remember doing a video about that. DMAE having some effect internally with dark spots. I can't remember exactly how. But yes, deep sleep is more important than diet and exercise. That's the other thing. What is the other thing that's important? Exercise. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you can get DMAE from bulk supplements. I should, Leslie. Oh my God, I have a huge list of videos I have to be doing. Stimulating the growth hormone. That's right. Sleep just stimulates the growth hormone. It's just healing. I have this book, and I was just watching the masterclass of the guy who wrote the Why We Sleep, and just loads of science of just like how important it is. And I love sleep. I just love sleep. I love it. So yes, get your sleep, darlings. Don't stay up to watching Netflix too long, and hopefully you're able to sleep in more than you used to. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. You guys, I've been working on this video for a long time. Are you going to do a video with your using the NanoPen? Yes. Happy your brand is growing. Thank you, Pompey. I've been working on this video with the acupuncture facial, and I think we're gonna have to redo it because it just sound and there's so many things. So I'm just gonna work on. I'm just gonna do some videos on my nootropics, which I will put in the description right now, darlings, as soon as we adjourn. Thank you for joining me, you guys. I give you all hugs. And thank you, Leslie. Get out in the world. We're just starting Pinterest. Like, we've had a Pinterest account, and we're just uploading, content, and we're going to try some Pinterest ads. Do you guys use Pinterest much? It's new, but Facebook, we just cannot. We cannot handle. Facebook is like, thank you. Ooh, that's pretty emojis. Bing, 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 bing. Yes, Instagram we like, Pinterest we like, YouTube we like. Facebook is confusing. It's for youngsters, really? Is it only youngsters? I definitely know a lot of designy, but yes. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, the Pinterest. Well, I want cheekbones to be prominent in the naturally suggestions. Well, Twitter, we always talk about the microcurrent. Did you ever get a microcurrent, besides the facial exercises? All the facial exercises? Microcurrent. I think you should get a microcurrent, even if it's a cheaper version, because just plumping, pushing it up. But it's, yeah, I can understand. I think you should get one. It doesn't have to be the Clear Blend Mini. Does anyone on her use? Yeah, who uses Pinterest? I do know a lot of people, especially who are like kind of artsy, use a lot of Pinterest. I mainly YouTube. I barely Instagram even. But we have Instagram as well. Facebook, I'm never on Facebook, ever. I do all the time. Well, there you go, Danielle. And facial exercises can really build the muscles and cheeks. The microcurrent lifts. Yeah. Yes. Patricia, are you doing your facial exercises? Facial exercises. Yay, guys. All right, we're sending you off. And I will put these in right now. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and yes. Yeah, Pinterest. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're going to find out soon. Bye, darling. See you next week. Okay, I'm putting those nootropics in right now. Toodles. Okay, bye.